had to wait for the tide to change directions to be able to pull the anchor up and leave safely. And we are taking the ICW from, where are we? West Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale. We can't go past Fort Lauderdale and exit the ICW past Miami because there is a bridge at the end that is only, I think, 56 feet. We're not gonna make that. So our last exit point is gonna be in Fort Lauderdale, and I think that the Gulf Stream by then should be fine. There shouldn't be a problem with the swells too much, and I think that we'll have a good weather window, so we'll see. Also, there are over 20 drawbridges along the way on this path, on this section of route, and most of them have a scheduled opening. So we're having to align the boat speed to time it just right so that we arrive at the opening. So we'll see how that goes. We're all a little traumatized after the last drawbridge problem. Man, my hair's crazy. Okay, so we called the first bridge that we were coming up to, and because it's rush hour between 7 and 9, they only open once an hour, so we have to drop anchor and wait maybe 20 minutes, and then they're supposed to open at 8:15. It's like 7:30 right now, so it happens again. This happens again. Rush hour is from 7 to 9 and 4 to 6. And during that time, they only raise the bridge once an hour. So hopefully we make it through the majority of the bridges, not during rush hour.
If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right.
From sunup to sundown, we have been going. We made it to Fort Lauderdale, we're anchored, and it is bedtime, brother. We went almost 40 nautical miles today in 14 hours, so it was a good long day. There's a state park right across the channel, and hopefully tomorrow we get to go check it out.
Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
Hey guys, so we are hopping in for a quick dip in the water and cooling off, getting ready for our first real passage. This passage, we're leaving Fort Lauderdale on the inlet, and we are heading down to the Keys, maybe a little past Key Largo. So far we have 1.3 meter or about 4 feet swells at the mouth of the inlet, so it'll be a little bit rough going out. But once we get down to the Keys, it drops down to 0.6 meters or about 2 feet, maybe even 1 foot. And it'll get smooth and we have great wind. All the way there, we should be seeing anywhere from 10 to 12 knots. Always at a beam reach, sometimes slightly downwind, so perfect conditions. And we'll get to really see how she handles out on the water. So get ready to follow along with us on this adventure.
Today is a Sunday with beautiful weather, so of course, Saturday. And of course everyone else is also out on their boats today, so there's a lot of traffic, and I'm getting some good exposure therapy from what happened on Memorial Day. So yeah, after this last drawbridge, we're going to be hitting the inlet, heading out to sea. Not that far. It's been a pretty good day sailing. We started off fast with a max of 5 knots, and then the wind really died down and we were going like less than 2. But now at sunset, the wind has picked back up again and we're going 3.5. We've done 14 nautical miles so far and it's been over 6 hours.
Oh, there was a
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, wind has picked up way more than we thought. We had about, what was it, 10 knots of wind?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing we have now 15 to 17 knots. So we reefed the main and we have about 3.6 knots now of speed, and we had 6 before. So now we're in a good state to do the night shifts.
Ah, right on.
It looks a bit softer now.
Softer the wind.
Yeah.
You want to trim it in? Or no?
What's the speed?
We're really like 3.8 to 4.2. You want to wait a bit?
Yeah, just wait a bit.
Yeah, because it might just pick right back up.
Everything has become pretty stable. The adrenaline has died down a little bit. And Sedek is on watch right now. Lingiesi's next, and I have the 3 to 6. So I think we are going to try to get some rest while we have some lower speeds. And we'll keep an eye to see if it picks up again.
Because it's a really, really low cloud.
And it's moving.
And it's moving fast. So it's not a squall, I hope, but we'll see what it is. Yeah, and the wind increases a bit.
Yeah. We're back up in the 4.
Yeah.
More lightning.
Yeah, saw that.
What's the plan if that comes up on top of us?
Short.
Short.
That's all electronics. That's all the electronics.
I know you can't see me, but we are seeing, oh shoot. We are seeing like lightning off in the distance, so we have found an anchorage that we can pull into pretty quickly. And it's protected. We've made it far enough down that we can, like the island, we're near the islands now. So we are lowering the main so that we can turn downwind and head into this anchorage. The wind is coming from behind now and everything is just feeling so much more gentler.
Like this. Alright, is that enough?
It's tomorrow. We have awoken. The plan, we've looked at the weather and there's a storm coming, a little system building that is going to travel up the west side of the Florida Peninsula, and it's bringing some nasty south winds.
Nasty.
37 knot gusts,
Maybe up to 40.
and that's a lot. I think the most that the boat has been in is 30.
Okay, so what we're looking at this week's forecast is like basically down here in the Keys, we're gonna have 2 days of sailable weather. Today we have like 11 to 14 knots, so it's like decent sailing, but tomorrow it'll drop down to like 7 to 9 knots, which is pretty slow for us. So really we have like 2 days to find the harbor that we're going to be in before this. I don't know if it's going to be a tropical storm or if it's going to be a hurricane, but it is bringing some pretty strong winds over this
way, and it's turning the I don't know what it's called, but the airstream above Colombia, that normally is like eastern winds that goes up into Central America, but it's turning completely and it's coming up the Florida coast. And when it does that, it's bringing like 30-40 knot steady winds for at least 24 hours and 20 knot winds solid for 3 days. So we need to find a really safe spot, and because we only have the 2 good days, we need to find them now.
Okay, I have been on watch for about an hour and a half, and our next waypoint is about an hour and a half away. At that point, we will be taking down the sails and going through a bridge, and then turning again to continue going south until we reach the anchorage that we chose to wait out the storm. So far we have gone about 63 nautical miles, average speed 4 knots, and it's been 16 hours, 40 something minutes.
Hey guys, so we are anchored in like 3 meters of water with just like 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 chain out, just barely any chain. The wind completely died last night right before sunrise, and so we motored just a bit to get behind the islands where the water is nice and calm, and when the wind picks back up. We've got about 20 nautical miles left, so we just decided to wait on it. Just take a break midway. We get basically all day till 5 p.m. With no wind, just enjoying the water. I'll give you a glimpse of that. So basically we just have somebody always on watch. Right now it's daytime, so we're all on watch, but whenever the wind comes, we're gonna pull that anchor up really quick, throw up the sails, and be back on our way.
pretty smooth sail so far. I've been able to clean and wash dishes and start cooking without feeling like I'm dancing. Alrighty, we have been hanging out in Marathon or Boot Key for a few days, and it's time to move on. So we are on the inside of the Keys right now, and our plan is to not cross back out up to the outside of the Keys. We are gonna go up and around the islands. Maybe I can put a map. We're gonna go up and around these islands, and there's quite a few anchorages, so we may stop at one and not like it and then go to the next, or we may stop and love it and stay there for a long time. After we visit those islands and make those stops, we're gonna go to Key West, and in Key West we need to probably re-provision, buy some more fruits and vegetables and stuff, and from there we'll be headed out, I think, to the Dry Tortugas.
Guys, come with me and check out this spinnaker we've got. It goes straight up the boat. Hold on, I'll show you.
6'2".
6'2". We're going 6'3". 6'5". We're in a gust. Okay, I'm gonna show you from the rooftop. So if you look, we've got our spinnaker up. It's one sail, and we're doing almost 7 knots, which is insane.
We got to Big Spanish Key and we thought that we were going to anchor. We put the anchor down, picked a spot and everything, and the anchor is dragging hardcore. So we're pulling up the anchor and going to the next spot. We're not really looking for wind protection, just a good holding, because I think the wind dies for a few days, and as soon as the wind comes back, we're going. So here we go. Conditions have changed quite a bit on this nice easy sail that we've been having on the inside of the Keys. We've got a storm that we're kind of passing under this, and the winds have picked up quite a bit. Both sails are still up. We're going mostly upwind, so we're not going really fast, and we're also almost at our anchorage. So here's hoping we don't get rained on. A situation has occurred. There has been a sounding of our engine that is not good. Both of the sails are down and we are anchored, but the holding is unknown.
We definitely don't have motors at this moment.